And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets going up. And stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. Sale delivers. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Now all even up. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Here's Pete Alonso. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Soto round second on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Everything came together for him. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Got him looking, that's a strikeout. Starling Marte up to hit.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Hits and misses, it's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. That one almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Mauricio has this one sized up, makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boo. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, you know, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of play. That's a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Going to count 1 and 2. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average, and a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly, scoreless after 1. Back at Truist Park, and the batter now, Brett Beatty. Fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance to make the contact with that pitch.
And that's ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Now it's going to be Francisco Alvarez. And a foul ball.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
The punch out there, 2 away.
Still absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Up and in, and that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Throws him with a backdoor slider. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. That's the third. Wow, nice play. Gathers and throws, and they get the out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
My goodness, Siggy. That was a great diving stop, and maybe even a better throw.
Yeah, this out is all about athleticism. I mean, this guy did a great job knocking it down on the dive, but he doesn't get the out without the cannon of a throw. That was just impressive all around.
Here's Austin Riley. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Alonso brings it in. And there are 2 down. Here's Matt Olson. Kicks and fires. Ground ball, Alonso. Throws to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Ronnie Mauricio. Two now. Hard hit, right side. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Juan Soto now. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through that.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Big power guy right there, and generating so much bat speed, it's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Two down, nobody on. And that one hammered. That's back. That one is gone. He circles the bases. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches. pitches in this at-bat was very patient, and it paid off.
Vientos up now for the Mets. And a pitch. He swings and fouls one off. 2 out, space is empty. That missed by a lot. 2-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And Acuna able to make the grab. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Sean Murphy. And a pitch. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 2 outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Kicks and deals. Got it by him for the K.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back at Truist Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Starling Marte. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And it skips into dirt. The pitch. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here comes a pitch. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3. And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. Sale ready.
Ball.
And it's fouled away. The wide to kick the pitch. Misses. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Next offered in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Mets leave 1, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom 4, and here is Michael Harris. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3. Smashed to center, way back, It's 1-1. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Now batting Jurickson Profar.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Right through there for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Slider got him for strike 3. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. The 2-1. That one fouled off. Got him swinging. Braves get one on the big fly. All even now at 1-1. You're watching me. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. Here's some real power at the plate. Jose Azocar. There's a swing and a drive. Acuna moving back. And it's gone! Home run! And that should quiet this home crowd. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Ronnie Mauricio now. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Juan Soto. And Sale deals. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Movement in the bullpen. Hector Neris preparing to come on if needed. Johnson getting cranked up as well. Next offering is in the dirt. And a pitch. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. We're just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris squeezes it, and that is that. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. The count 2-1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. No outs. Runner at first. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. And there's a ball.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Bo.
Big swing and a miss. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Base hit into the outfield. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Here's Orlando Arcia. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
1-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Mets leading by a run here in the second game of the series. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Just missed. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
So first and second with 2 outs. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. 2 on, 2 outs. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield. Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
The pitch. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Hector Neris.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now this is in the air down the line. Under it is Acuna to make the grab, and there's one down. Here's Starling Marte.
Designated hitter, Starling Marte.
One down, base is empty. Late with the swing there. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Buck Farmer up and loosening in the pen. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they...
Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Throw to second, great jump.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
And another ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Ozuna ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. Next to hit, Francisco Alvarez.
Clearly didn't want to mess with him right there, so I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
There's a swing and a miss.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
And the righty deals. Double steal. There's a ball. Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
Marte at third. Taylor on at second with 2 down. On the ground out to short. That ends the frame. 2 left. Bottom of the 6th. Profar climbs in on that left side. Next pitch is downstairs. On the ground right side. He takes it on his own. 1 away. Bottom of the 6th. Here's a big power threat. Marcell Ozuna. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Braves trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
3-2 now.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still...
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Braves go down quickly here, and they trail it here 2-1. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot. Here's Johnson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to it.
That one is absolutely belted, and in one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Ronnie Mauricio will hit next. Johnson fires. Foul ball there. Here's Johnson fires. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. And now it's Juan Soto. Righty delivers. And now 2 balls and a strike. 1 out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch is in the dirt, and the count is 3-1. Right-handed reliever. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Left-hand hitter waits. That's hard hit on the line. Harris makes the catch. Runner tags at second. In there safely.
The batter, the first baseman, Alonso.
2 outs and a runner at third here in the second game of the series. Late on that fastball.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed like this.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. Line drive, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Alonso, quick feed to second for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nasty fork ball for strike 3. So digging in, Orlando Arcia. And a count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground to third. Toss to Alonso, and that will end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joe Jimenez. Well, one-run game, and stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. Swing and a miss, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Starling Marte, the next to hit. And here it comes. And another ball. Meanwhile, activity of the bullpen. Buck Farmer getting ready to go. Lee also getting ready. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
One and 2 here. Good job to fight that one off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Up and in, ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Hard hit left side. On to first. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets back at Truist. And here comes the Mets. New arm out of the bullpen, Reed Garrett. He's been so good against lefties. Hard hit, base hit. Who's up next? Michael Harris. Grounder might be 2. Goes to second. Safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Boom, that's staying within his game right. Speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage.
Vientos. They put the tag on him. Over to first, safe. 2 on, 1 out. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And that's ripped for a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the belt and fires. In the dirt, blocked. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Got him looking. That's the second out.
big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
Outside. At this point of the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And he deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Brings it in, and that is the third out of the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now into the game, Jake Marisnick. He'll be out in left field. Down the left, Mets going with a pinch hitter, Brandon Nimmo.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Left-hand batter waits. Battling here as he fouls it away. 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The wind of the pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. And another ball. Swung on, belted. Harris going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Jose Azocar up now for the Mets. Right-hander kicks, deals. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Now one miss. Fights it off. You'll see another. Two outs. High chopper to third. Bare hand has to hurry. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Look, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
Farmer keeping an eye on him.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
And the batter now, Ronnie Mauricio. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
The 2-1. Right side. Now the throw to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll staying in the game on defense. Brandon Nimmo. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Here comes A.J. Minter to the mound.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Mauricio in plenty of time to first, and Olsen is set down. So here's Murphy now.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
That's out number 2. Orlando Arcia digs in now, trying to send this to extra innings. And that one missing low. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. 3-2. Out to short. Lindor zips it to first. That's the third out, and we're back and a new arm on the mound. Now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto. Ball to strike. And another ball. Extra innings certainly had a different feel starting in 2020 with a new rule placing a runner on second to begin the inning, and that forced teams to rethink their strategy in extra frames.
Yeah, much less margin for error, and to your dismay, not much sacrifice bunting. Teams usually try for the big inning.
Certainly not that much bunting for the road team as they try and play for the big inning, but for the home team, if the road team doesn't score, you'll see the home team bunt sometimes. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the 3-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes.
Now this one gets through. Headed for the plate. He'll score and the Mets take the lead. 3-2. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Oh, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Next offered in there for a strike. And it got 1-2.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time.
There's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a...
Now this ball is down and could score a run. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and they take a 2-run lead.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Dylan Lee into the game.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some better pitches.
2 runs across in the inning. Here in the top half of the 10th. That one well upstairs. The count now 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 2.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back. Give them
bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a forced play at any base. Base is full, 2 gone. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Found back our way, and that's out of play.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss.
That ends the inning and stops the... So remaining in the game, Ozzie Albies getting ready to hit. So they turn to Edwin Diaz out of the pen.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down a win. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And fouled off. Tying run at the plate. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris. Here's a 1-1. Just off the inside edge.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Alonso takes it to the bag, and that quickly 2 away.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing, almost like he didn't get pitch recognition and trying to slow his bat down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play, have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
This could end it. Up and in, now 2-2. The tying run at the plate. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Out to short. On the run, throw to first. And that is the ball game.
Well, there was no letdown after they got to 10 wins. Came out today, pushed it to 11. The opposition looks disgusted from the other side of the field. They respect the talent that's over there, but they also think that this is a lucky team. Well, that's the thing about baseball. You've got to be good and you've got to be lucky. Right now, they're clicking on all cylinders, and they're just going to ride it.